are talking to Eddie Hearn about what is going to happen with me and November 9th.
White fans, are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning.
And here we are downtown LA behind me, the Staples Center, which will be sold out on November 9th, November 8th rather, for the big fight, the rematch between these two superstars for the press conference, now sponsored by Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn.
Okay.
What's the energy like?
Fucking press conference. You know what the fuck going on? I got 15K on my eyeballs, 20K in the mouth. What the fuck is good? No, I'm joking. Good morning. It's the day of the press conference. I'm feeling good. We're talking to Eddie Hearn today to see if I am going to be able to find an opponent to fight on the undercard. Look at that. Come on. I'm fucking ready, bro. Yo, where are the bagels? All right, so we got the off-white shoes. We got the different breed pants. They're one of one. They say billion on them. Then you got that Supreme jacket. You know, you feel me?
I got a bunny shirt. I got some Louis Supremes that you can open up and on the lid.
That's how you really get back to your community. I don't settle for less, I'm getting.
Look good, feel good, baby. Look good, feel good, baby. I got a lift when I talk with these.
I don't know why that's funny.
Every day is Halloween, huh? Michael Myers, Jamie Lee.
Oh shit.
Let's go, champ! Yo. Let's go, champ! Looking sharp. Looking fucking sharp, bro. I like them glasses. Hey, this is my mood for today. Yeah, we've heard it all before. We've heard it all before. Ready?
Is this Pam Stepnick, Logan's and Jake's mom?
Yes.
We hit a bit of a speed bump in the shape of a blonde wife.
Her name's Tana.
Her name's Tana Mongoose. We're almost there. We're 1 minute out. We're waiting on Tana and Monjo.
Plus, it's cool to be late.
Let's see.
Tana, where the fuck are you? Tana? Is that Tana? Hey, sorry. God damn it, Tana. Literally, we're like an hour late and we're waiting for fucking Tana. So stupid. Manager Jeff's pissed.
I'm not driving. I can't
Guys,
go,
wait.
I can't go faster. How do you expect it?
Tana!
Tana, Paul. Tana, Paul. Tana, Paul.
Hi, guys.
Tana, Paul. Tana, Paul.
Oh, fuck! Hey!
Hi.
If he brings up like Kong and Maverick, you know, he's like, you just can't stay away from death, can you? I'll be like, why'd you say that, bro? Because now you ruined my day. Now you ruined my day. On November 9th, history's gonna repeat itself because all these guys are gonna be filming another dead guy after I kill you in that ring. Clip it. Clip it.
I'm clapping.
Hey, turn everything. Turn everything.
I've been guarding it with my life.
Hey, how much is this watch? That's like, it's like probably 300K. You fucking got this, bro.
That's all.
You wore your grills? I mean, fuck, bro. Whose press conference is it? It's not my day, but let's be real. It's always my fucking day. My guy.
Whoa. Radio Raheem with Jake Paul. Listen, man, you're obviously here to support your brother, but I feel like you would like for people to be here to support you. And at this moment...
Yeah, I feel like a side chick. It's not my day, but let's be honest, it's always my fucking day. You know, I think Logan and I are like, we're branded as brothers. Together we are more powerful, and there's no other like brother boxing duo out there that's as young as us, as flashy as us, with as much power as us. And so I think it's stupid that I'm not a part of this event. What? We gotta go? Yeah.
All right. Wait, you know, you and Gib might be able to get it on. That's what KSI said. That's what
Who the fuck is Gib? Let's be fucking honest.
Who
like,
the fuck
is Gib? Like, in America, nobody knows who the fuck. Do you know who Gib is? Who is Gib? So I'm going to find an opponent who's more exciting to fight, who's better. Okay, this guy looks like watch his clips. He looks like a chicken with his head cut off. I'll be like, ooh, like, bro, I don't want to fucking fight that loser. Fuck you, KSI, too. I'm coming for you next. Gotta go.
Jake Paul, Radio Raheem with Jake Paul.
Bro, he's scared. Soldier Boy is scared, bro. Like, I'm in talks with his manager, and his manager's like, I don't know, bro. Like, how much money would he make? I don't know. Like, you got them hands, bro. You got them hands. But, like, I understand where KSI is coming from. He doesn't want to get knocked out. But Soldier Boy needs something to revive his career right now, and this could be it. And I think he's stupid if he doesn't do the fight, and he's all talk.
Would you end his career pretty much if you fought him? Would his career be done?
You know what? I don't think so. You want to know why? It's because I grew up a Soldier Boy fan, and so after I knocked him out, I'd be like, yo, respect. Let's do a song together, bro.
Facts.
I think he'd be fine, and like I don't think people would expect him to win. You know, there's a difference when you're expected to win and lose versus like, oh, Jake Paul's gonna beat Soldier Boy's ass. You feel me? So here we are talking to Eddie Hearn about what is going to happen with me and November 9th. Eddie and I talked off camera for a bit. Basically, he was explaining to me his thoughts about me fighting on November 9th. He then went on to say that he would have to talk to the head of DAZN, Joe, to help him make the decision on if I'm going to be fighting on the undercard or if it makes sense for me to do my own fight. It's been a few days after the press conference now. I've chatted with Eddie and Joe multiple times. I am doing my best to figure out what is going on. They are trying to figure out what they want to do, but I know within the next 7 days we will have an answer. There's a lot of funny ass shit going down on the internet right now, and I'm kind of just gonna like rant on it and talk about it here. KSI said on an interview that basically he is in charge of getting me on the card, and that if I fight this guy named Gib, that I will be put on the card because KSI will talk to Eddie. That is 100% false. KSI has no say in this at all. It all has to do with what Eddie and Joe want to do. KSI and I are eventually going to fight. It is inevitable. Cannot wait to get my shot at beating the fuck out of him. KSI just goes around saying dumb, untrue shit to try and seem cool. He clearly has some sort of man crush, bromance thing for Gib. I don't know where it's coming from. He seemed to talk about Gib fighting me at the press conference more than he was focused on fighting and talking shit to Logan. I don't know if they, you know, or whatever, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, KSI's got some big old DSLs. Look at those things. Man, he could suck a peel off a banana. He could suck a cork out of a wine bottle. KSI, I think it's time to admit your sexuality. We all see those big old man boobies you got too. I don't know if he's going through transformation or if he's under surgery. He likes to put his dick on the internet. This guy's just a big old son. I can't do this. Anyway, sorry to get sidetracked. KSI and I are eventually going to fight. He told this to Joe. He told the same thing to Eddie. They both told that to me, which means this is probably going to happen eventually after Logan and him fight. KSI and I also had an interaction backstage towards the end of this video, which you will see. The guy's just a big old goofball at the end of the day. I feel bad for him and his big old DSL. But I've seen some of your comments online, and by some of your comments, I'm referring to the Sidemen fans or whatever KSI's fans are called or whatever the UK fan base is called. I'm referring to your guys' comments. A lot of you guys are saying, oh, like, Jake, you're avoiding Gib. You're avoiding Gib. You don't want to fight him. You're ducking him. Gib posted this on his Instagram, and it became his most liked picture in the past year. Pretty embarrassing if you ask me. He thinks I'm trying to duck him. But the fact of the matter is, none of these people have fought 6 3-minute rounds. They've never trained for it. Both of the people he fought were chickens, quite frankly. They were 2-minute rounds. There was only 4 rounds. He couldn't even finish the kid. The overall aura of like Gib being some sort of amazing fighter that you guys think he is, it just, the narrative there needs to fucking end. Like, I'm again going to roll the clip of him fighting. This guy looks like a fucking idiot. I'm not saying I wouldn't fight Gib, but for me personally, doing this fight, I want to be excited to do this fight. I want to be like, yo, I'm fighting this person. And everyone be like, damn. When you say, like, in America, oh, I'm fighting, like, Fuzzy2, people are like, oh, I know who that is. Yo, that would be dope. Fuzi Tube. Oh my God. You're like, bro, he's strong, like blah, 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 blah. People know who Fuzi Tube is here. When I say I'm fighting Gib, no one really knows. However, I do understand that there's an audience for that. So just bear with me in this conversation. I'm trying to figure out who the best opponent is, and I want your guys' help. So what I did is I created a poll for you guys to vote. I want to see who you guys vote for. Who do you guys want to see me fight the most? You guys can go down in the link down below and vote. The people are Fuzi Tube. You guys know him. He's the most famous out of everyone. He's big. He knocked out Alex Wasabi in sparring. Whoa. He's got power. He's got heart. And I think it could be very interesting. There's Gib, 2-0. Fought on both of the undercards against Chickens. He has the strong UK fan base, which I'm sure you guys are watching this video. I'm sure you guys hate me. Go suck a dick. I'm just kidding. That was fucking mean. I'm just kidding. I like you guys. I'm sure we'll be great friends one day. Probably not. Yeah, go suck a dick. I just don't know how your guys is like God worshipper in the UK like literally got famous from sitting in front of a fucking computer making FIFA videos. Like, are you fucking good, bro? Like, what do you guys do in the UK? Like, I love my UK fans, but like I know there's the other side of it who just like likes to watch a dude with man boobs play FIFA. Like, what the fuck is good? Like, are you guys good? Hello? Check your shit. Take some meds. What the fuck? Anyways, next on the list is Face Sensei. I didn't necessarily call him out. He thinks I like directly called him out. I was kind of just listing my opponents and who they were. I think it would be a really good fight between us. And again, like I said on Logan's podcast, is Face Sensei. The group that he's a part of is probably one of the biggest social media groups in the world.
Massive.
He has all the FaZe clan behind him, so I think there would be a lot of talk, a lot of gossip. When he started posting about me calling him out, again, I read through the comments and everyone was like, oh, like, Jake, bro, like, pick a better way to die. Oh my God, Jake Paul's gonna get fucked up, dude. Like, what the fuck? I think you guys underestimate, and by you guys, I mean like the haters on YouTube underestimate my ability to fight. Only 2 people on the last fight got TKOs. That was me and FaZe Sensei. But when you do a little bit of digging, you see that FaZe Sensei has had some kickboxing matches in which he got his ass fucked up. Let's roll some clips.
He's got some good whip. Bam. Oh, and that's what the body shot was.
This guy doesn't scare me at all. I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm more athletic. The only thing he really actually does have on me is in the ring experience. I know you guys think I'm just some pretty boy and I don't have to like explain myself here. But again, I think people forget that I'm a state qualified wrestler in the state of Ohio, which is one of the hardest wrestling states in America. That I have a 36-inch vertical, can bench press 325 pounds. Like, these are things that go over people's heads. And again, FaZe Sensei has never had a 6 3-minute round fight, and in his kickboxing match, in his other matches, he appears to be fatigued throughout the whole entire thing. People like to be like, oh, Jake, like, you're gonna die because he's a black belt. Like, cool. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm a fighter. I will knock his ass out with a left hook, just like this guy did.
Oh, and that's what the body shot was.
I don't know if you remember, my first punch that I threw on Deji that landed was a left hook. Almost knocked him out in the first 13 seconds. Furthermore, and kudos to Deji, I think you guys underestimate Deji's ability to fight. And I think you kind of just brush him off because he's KSI's younger brother. But I truly believe that if I would have fought KSI that night instead of Logan, that I would have beat him. Moving on, and my apologies for all the talking. I hate making videos like this where I just sit in front of the camera and I'm boring and just talk about shit, but I feel like it's necessary and important. The next opponent that is in mind is Dylan Dennis. He is Conor McGregor's best friend. And that's fucking it. His next credential is that he got punched in the face by Khabib. I hooked up with his girlfriend that he has now, but that's besides the point. We don't even gotta talk about that. I think he has a man crush on me. I don't know what it is. I think he needs something to spark his career. Again, everyone in the fight world's like,
oh, Jake, like Dylan would beat your ass, bro. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're gonna get knocked out.
Guys, I don't think you understand. This is boxing. This isn't MMA. Dylan is an MMA fighter, and he knows how to grapple. This is boxing. He sucks dick at boxing, just like his girlfriend. Hey, man, Dylan? Furthermore, Dylan and I kind of are in the same circle. This guy parties every single night. He doesn't take his job seriously. I think he's stuck in Conor's shadow. Could be an interesting fight. I don't know. We'll see. Next fighter on the list is Soulja Boy. I've been wanting to make this fight happen for a while now. He went to jail. He got in trouble. I think this one would probably be the most epic, the most like notorious, most widely viewed. I just don't think it would be as good of a fight. But I think Soulja Boy is pretty self-explanatory. I don't know if it'll happen, but if it does, that would be epic. And there's somebody else on this list who I think would be really interesting to fight because I've thought long and hard about who makes the most sense to be my opponent, and I just want to like throw this name in there, and I want to call them out. Jeff Witek, Vlog Squad. We've had beef, we're friends, we kind of don't get along, we kind of don't mesh. I think, you know, you need something to kind of lift you up from under David's shadow. Could be interesting if we fought, Jeff. Think about it, my guy. But yeah, I think that's it for the list. So vote down below who you guys think would be the most interesting. And I kind of want to talk quickly about this press conference. KSI, like, again, I know like we aren't supposed to like each other, but I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And like, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like, you fucking suck. Like, you're just boring. Your jokes are shit. Your demeanor is shit. You're not as much of an entertainer as you were in last year's press conference. Well, I know you're getting old. You just turned like 27 or something. Your boobs are getting saggier. Your personality is getting more boring. But come on, dude. Come prepared with like at least something of substance. But the press conference started off right away, and I'm immediately smoking a cigar. Blow it in KSI's face. This is my favorite moment of the whole entire thing because he's just like punching like a little bitch. And the reason I bring this up is because like, like how embarrassing. Like if someone did that to me, like I don't even know what my reaction would be, but I would be furious. Furious as fuck. Fast forward to the press conference. Logan's making jokes, just going off on him. I'm sitting there smoking a cigar. I got my whiteboard. I'm rating KSI's shitty ass jokes, so on and so forth. So after the press conference, Logan and I got invited to a professional fight, and so did KSI and his team. But first we had to make a quick pit stop at Summeray's birthday party. That was dope. Next stop, the fight. This is where things got a little bit interesting. It was a dope fight, first of all. But after the fight, I'm standing in the hallway. Logan's getting some tests done for the fight coming up. And all I see is KSI's 9-foot bodyguard, his whole entire team like come strolling up, and he's like,
Don't be nervous, Jake.
No, you're good. We're good. We're good.
your suit was too tight today.
No, a little bit.
It's okay, I know, Taylor. Oh, don't be nervous, Jake. Like, first of all, why the fuck would I be nervous? Like, let's fucking scrap, bro, right now. They're like boxing is different than street fighting, first of all. Second of all, if someone like actually had blown smoke in my face earlier in the day, like I wouldn't be so cordial and nice to him. Like, I think KSI is just bitch made. I think he's literally just a bitch. Like, I couldn't imagine like smoke getting blown in my face, and then like a couple hours later I'm walking past that same guy and I'm like, oh, what's up? Don't be nervous, bro. Let's spice this shit up a little bit. What happened to the fun? Maybe he's older and more mature and is like, hey, I'm not gonna fight this kid right now, which, you know, maybe that's more mature. Maybe that was the right thing to do. But again, it goes back to him just getting older, his boobs getting saggier, and his personality getting even worse. Fuck, man. That shit's just, these people are just boring now. People are boring. But that's it for the video, guys. If you haven't already gotten some merch, go to fanswear.co/Jake Paul. Get yourself a free Team 10 chain at gotdrip.com. Get that ice, and I will see you soon. Vote down below. Peace.